Hi, everyone. This is Greg with Aquapore, co-founder and CEO. And I thought today would be a good opportunity to give a short investor update, especially as we have recently launched a crowdfunding campaign. So I want to give an update to our existing investors and some of our potentially new investors that are curious about Aquapore and want to see what the technology is all about and what our business model and business plan is going to be moving forward. And so on that note, as many of you know, we launched a Reg CF, regulation crowdfunding campaign just a couple weeks ago. And the whole point of this third crowdfund is we're trying to raise up to $4.5 million. And the capital from this campaign, we believe, will help us get to market. And so we're at the very last stages of research and development. It's been very tedious. It's not just getting the technology to a place that we think we have a commercial ready product, but it's also entailed lining up raw material supply from some very large industry suppliers. And that's obviously a critical piece of our business model because our concrete is not like normal concrete. And so it's not like we can just go to your traditional cement suppliers or even, aggregate suppliers and line up material supply for say 10, 20, 50 miles, of permeable concrete if we get a contract of that size. Instead, our concrete's made from some different ingredients, and these are industrial minerals, which are very common, but they go into other industries. And so for the last several months, we've been lining up those supply contacts and that network. There's also another component that really has to do with the strength and the structural integrity of our concrete. And, what I'm getting at is the material size of the actual component matters very much. And so we actually have a process where we need to size these minerals to a very small degree to where, when we get them in super sacks or we get them in large containers, they're ready to go right into production. And what that does is the smaller the size of the material, the better the chemical reaction. When we go into mixing our concrete, that creates better strength and better durability. And so those are some things that we've been focused on. At the same time, on the project front, we have a growing funnel of project opportunities we're very excited about. Many of those are residential, small, whether it's a driveway or a back patio, different residential opportunities. And we are definitely looking at all of those, but we're going to be very strategic about which projects we take on to start, especially as we remain small with a small team, and we want to make sure we have those capabilities. So what's changed between our last crowdfund and this crowdfund? Well, I would say we're miles ahead on research and development. We're miles ahead in terms of where the technology is at. We have a few, again, imminent project opportunities, one of which we are looking to execute a letter of intent for. We're actually negotiating that right now. So that's very exciting. And on the supply end, we're working with some companies right now that definitely have, the material supply that we need. And we've been in early negotiations for tying up that supply so that we can meet our early demand. And our early demand for the projects that we're trying to capture right now, they could entail miles and miles of, permeable sidewalk applications. So those are some of the things that we're looking at as we, go into this crowdfund. If you have not yet invested and you want more information, you can always go to startengine.com/aquapore, or just go to our website at aquapore.com. I think what you'll find is the permeable concrete technology is the tip of the spear for us. It's really, I think, our flagship technology, but we surround that with some really compelling engineering system designs and patented system designs that have to do with distributed gray water, and multi-utility type purposes in the neighborhood. We don't need to get into all that today on this update, but what we are basically developing and putting together is a full-scale toolkit for green infrastructure, and we're well on our way. So again, if you want to learn more, go to aquapour.com or go straight to our crowdfunding site at startengine.com/aquapour. And with that, I also want to thank our community. As we've launched the crowdfund in the first few days, we've had wonderful support from existing investors and from our community. And so we're very thankful for that. And I just want to tip my hat to all of you. We're in this together. We're very excited about what the future holds. And we do believe the best is yet to come.